So we're back with another one. We're gonna go over what trade we took today and how we executed, and how you pretty much could have done the same. And it's poor execution on my part, to be very honest. But let's look into it and also check out the new setup. Um, on the daily time frame, gold was clearly bullish. We're just trending on higher, so no reason to go short. On the 4, we're also bullish. Now, yes, we may be retracing, but the clear draw on liquidity is this high right here. And then on the hourly, we've been pricing relatively efficiently up until we had this recent expansion. So we're anticipating a retrace back into this order block before we can expand. And the market opens up here, and I see, well, my first thesis is, will we see no mitigation of the order block before we head on higher? And can we just take this sweep as the main move to take out liquidity today so we can head on higher? So I'll explain that thesis, and then I'll explain how I entered. So with that idea, I pretty much saw this 15-minute sweep here, followed by this 15-minute break, at which point I pretty much said the 5 minutes obviously bearish through here. I'm anticipating that we can use this inverse fair value gap to actually give us entry confirmation that we can go on higher. So I saw this inverse fair value gap get mitigated, and then this fair value gap get inversed, which is bullish, at which point I decided to go long. And my first take profit was actually here. We were pretty damn close to it, but we never got there. So I took that L. But what was going through my mind was, well, what if we just decide to induce this area first so that we can go on higher? So I made a short position when I saw that there was a build-up here, take out of liquidity, 5-minute liquidity. Then after this revisiting of this order block and the reaction here, I decided to enter and look for. This was pretty much my main target as far as moves go. But we only hit 2 take profits. We managed to make the losses back from this one actually. So that was good, and I should have just stopped then and there. But I really wanted to catch this move, so I ended up breaking my rules today, which was really poor on my part. I ended up getting one more trade in and trying to long this thing when I saw a 5-minute break, because I saw this 5-minute break of structure right here, and I saw the mitigation into this fair value gap within here. When we came back into this fair value gap, I'm thinking, awesome, beautiful reaction, and I'm good to go. At which point I decided to flip long, and price pretty much takes me out in an instant and goes to my initial target, which was the order block. So the whole idea here from my part is, don't take that third trade. We know our limits. We only trade twice a day max. And more importantly, we have to avoid taking setups towards our POIs. Instead, take them off of our POIs in the original direction. Like, this is a good point to go long at. Most likely price will just bounce off of here and go all the way to those highs. But I've already hit my daily limit, so I won't be able to trade it. Yet we are still within the time window. So had I not traded against my POI, I would have still had one shot left to unload so that I could at least take this trade. But yeah, with that being said, we'll talk about, well, next week, and we can just go over that. Talk soon.